Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're doing a get ready with me, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a get ready with me with a twist. I am double inspired by my 5-product face series, which has been an on and off series that I've done here on my channel over the past couple of years, showing a full makeup look using only 5 makeup products. I sort of combined that idea with my most expensive, least expensive video that I did not too long ago, where I tried to use really similar looking products in very, very different price ranges. And I did half my face with my most expensive products and half my face with my least expensive products to see how similar or different they really ended up looking. This idea is sort of melding those two together in a way. I want to essentially do an all drugstore 5-product face video, and then I want to double it. So then I'll do 5 more products and also try to get as close as I can to doubling the value to see if there's really that much of a noticeable difference between a 5-product and a 10-product face. And these do work out to be roughly about $45 per 5 products. So how much of a difference is there between a 5 and a 10 product face? How much of a difference is there between a $45 and a $90 face? I actually don't know if this is going to be interesting or how it's going to turn out, but I just thought it seemed like a fun idea. So we're just gonna give it a shot. I'm going to zoom you in and let's get started. First up, 5-product face. This is roughly about $45 value. Depends on where and when you buy the products, really. First, we're going to start by evening out my complexion a little bit. I'm using the LA Girl Tinted Foundation, and this is typically priced around $8.99. The price on this one has fluctuated a lot. I just went with the price from Ulta, which is where I purchased this from. And I'm going to put a little thin layer of this over the whole face. Also, I'm going to list my shades in the description box, so if you're curious about that, just check down there. I try to be good about that, but I will definitely list my shades for today's video in the description box for you. So I did a little thin layer of this. I really like the way this feels on my skin. It definitely feels like a gel moisturizer type of consistency, which my parched, dry, 37-year-old skin really loves. And you can see here, I'm layering it up. I'm adding a second layer right on top, and this does layer really well. It's never going to be a full coverage type of product, but it can go to a nice little light bordering on medium, but it's a nice, comfortable little light coverage skin tint. I think tinted foundation is a little bit misleading for the name for this one, but it's definitely a nice, comfy skin tint, and you can see it evened out a little bit of the redness, but it still looks very natural. It looks like my skin, which I love. Next, I'm going to do my brows. I'm using the brow glue from NYX. This is priced at $9. Again, that's the Ulta price. That's where I purchased mine from. This gives enough tint to where my brows do look a little bit filled in, a little bit evened out. But the reason I love this so much is because it really does glue my crazy brows down in place. So it's definitely a winner for me. Now, a longtime favorite, this is the Lifter Gloss from Maybelline. I'm using the shade Stone here. It's been one of my favorites for a really long time. This is a beautiful, comfy, not too sticky, but lasts a long time gloss. I think this is around the $10 mark. This is one that's available at a lot of different retailers, so you may be able to find this shade cheaper. Next, I want to add a little bit of warmth to the face. I'm using this Ulta Baked Bronzer. I like that it has a little bit of glow to it, so this is really going to do more for my complexion than just bronzing. It's also going to give me a little bit of glow, a little bit of depth. And I believe this is around $12 from Ulta. One of the pricier products that I'm going to use today, but this is also going to be a nice little multitasker for me in this entire look. because as you can see here, I am also going to incorporate the bronzer into my eye look, just using that to add a little bit of warmth and depth to the eye area as well, since I don't have much else to do besides add a little bit of mascara. This is around $4.99 at Ulta. Pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Obviously, it's only 5 products, so what do you expect? This is the All Drugstore 5-product face, and the cart total for this look should be under $50. I'm gonna add 5 more products and see how much of a difference. Is it worth it? Is it worth doubling your shopping cart? We'll find out. Let's put on some even more makeup onto my face now. Now we're going to add some concealer. Since my original base product didn't really have a lot of coverage, I'm going to go back and add a little bit of this Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. You can find this from Target for around $9.99. It does vary in price pretty widely across the different retailers, but I'm using that Target $9.99 price. I'm just blending that in all over the face where I want some more coverage, and I'm also using that to do a little bit of sort of highlighting and sculpting by applying along the jawline under my bronzer and in the middle of my forehead and the middle of my nose to just add a little highlight, create a little structure. I'm using this AOA Paw Paw blender. It is so soft. I have been really hooked on using this little sponge. I'm not including tools in the calculations because I just feel like that would really restrict this experiment too much and kind of take away from the spirit of the video idea. I'm adding a little bit more of that bronzer back onto the edges of the face and the cheeks because the concealer sort of covered up some of that bronzing work that I had done previously. And I'm going to start adding some more color and glow to the cheeks, first with this Essence Pure Nude Baked Blush. This has become an instant favorite for me. I have not been able to put this blush down, and it's only $5.99. I think it's just such a great pigmented but not too pigmented, glowy but not too glowy. It's just the exact right midpoint for me, so I've really been loving that. Again, a long time favorite occurring here. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter. I'm using the shade Lunch Money. This is around $9 for one of these. As you could probably tell when I showed you my pan of this highlighter, this gets a lot of love. It's one of my top favorite shades along with Flexitarian. This one's a little bit more subtle. It's not as easy to wear Flexitarian in a subtle way because that one is so bright. But this one is just that soft little glow. It really works well with these other baked products without being too metallic. So it's a longtime favorite for me. And a brand new favorite for me is this Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I love this stuff. I have used it every single day since I added it into my own personal collection. So I'm priming the lids a little bit because I am going to do just a little bit of eyeshadow here. First, starting back with that bronzer as my transition color. Since the primer covered up what I did before, I want to get a nice soft base down first because I am going to add a Super Shock shadow on the entire lid. I considered skipping the primer and doing 2 Super Shock shadows, but I really feel like this is going to be a good long-term look, and I am going to wear this for the rest of my day and to film another video. So just a little bronzer in the crease, and then I'm using the ColourPop Super Shock shadow in the shade Moonwalk. This works perfectly as a one shadow look because it is a shifty duochrome, and it works great with this bronzer in the crease idea, particularly because this goldish green shifts to a really warm, toasty, almost orangey brown shade as the shift. It seems sort of like a brownish base beneath this golden green color, so it blends in perfectly with my really warm toasty bronzer in the crease. Just packed that on with my fingertip, did a teeny tiny bit more blending the edges with that bronzer, and that's it. This entire look, first of all, only cost $88.95, which I realize is still a lot of money for a sort of basic drugstore look, but if you have shopped for makeup lately, you know that getting a full face for under $90 is quite the achievement. And you know, I love the way this looks. I can see myself wearing this all the time very, very comfortably. Honestly, this final look is way better than I expected it to be. Personally, I do think that it looks twice as good with twice as many products, but I'm also trying to keep in mind the fact that I am most used to seeing myself wearing more makeup even on my regular non-filming, non-YouTube, non-just living my life out in the world days. This is a lot more like what I will typically wear on any given day. So I think for me, it's just more in my own personal comfort zone. But I thought the half version looked really good too. I would feel perfectly comfortable just wearing that as well, just to toss on a couple of products really quickly. Maybe it's just because blush and eyeshadow are two of my most favorite products to wear, and I think they are the most transformative for my own personal face. More than anything, I just hope videos like this are a reminder to you that you should really wear as little or as much as you want to on any given day. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to be no makeup one day and full beat 20 products the next, and everything in between. As long as you feel good and feel happy and comfortable, there's not really a correct amount to use or to spend. And bonus, you got to see a lot of my favorite products in action in this video too, so hopefully it was double useful, or at least entertaining to hang out with me for a few minutes today. I would love to hear what you think about the 5 product versus 10 product looks. How many products are you using in your typical routine? I always love to hear what you think about things too, and what you're using and loving on the daily, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I don't know if this video idea is going to make sense or not. This casually sweaty cheek is top notch. I love it. I really love it. Moonwalk is such a good one and done shadow because it has that brown shift, so it pairs really well with bronzer in the crease. Do I need to do an updated favorite Super Shock shadows? When's the last time I did that? I feel like it's been a minute. Oh, it's been a really long time. Muse Super Shocks a year ago. Top 10 staple products a year ago. It's been over a year since I've done my top 10 favorite Super Shock shadows. Would you be interested in that? Let me know. It might still be the same as the video I made over a year ago. I have one more video I want to film today, so I'm gonna go get to that. And I have myself some sushi in the fridge that I'm gonna eat for dinner. I'm really excited about it. And check out the nails and earrings matching. Oh yeah, these are from my Etsy shop. You know the drill. They match my nail polish so well though. I love matching. I love a little matchy match. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know, there's so much important stuff you can do with your time, and the fact that you just spend a couple minutes of your day watching something I made really means a lot to me. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I love your face, and I will see you real soon. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye.